Alright, so where was I? So yeah, AO1 gets grazed by this punch. Chief shows on the counter because she's about to beat his ass. So AOs are fucking crazy. AOs are very prideful of themselves and are just like the knuckleheads of the Navy, just like Bosunmate. Bosunmates are two shore commands, well, sea commands, and AOs are the equivalent of a motherfucking air command. Nukes are their own thing. CBs are their own thing. So, he gets taken down, and as we're talking, all of a sudden I get another call on the radio. Hey, we need to go back to the hospital and pick up the other guy again. You can turn around and pick him up. I'm like, oh hell no, I am not picking this guy up. We're gonna have a motherfucking fight right in the back of this goddamn minivan. I grabbed the radio. Oh, dude, driver. I don't know if it's a good idea. I have the second half of that violent altercation in this van. Stand by. Yeah, come back. We'll have someone else go pick them up. That guy got kicked out for that. That was not my second rider, the first rider who looked like a death row inmate. He was done. Completely done. And the third part of the story. Picking up the, well, this one was actually more bizarre. I get told to go out and just go to the hospital and stand by with a guy for his ride. So the guy is he's strapped to the fucking the hospital bed and me and him are going back and forth, just making small talk because that's what I'm supposed to do. Go there, be his friend, and just talk with him. The guy tells me a story about how he jumped off a bridge because he wanted to do swimming in full uniform. He wasn't suicidal. He just wanted to go for a swim. We have a nice talk about being a firefighter. We have
Roger, Captain. Can I have your IMO number and your
that, and all of a sudden, in come the friendly people in the white lab coats. They look at him, and I remember the guy's name. I'm saying Taylor. I want to call him Taylor. Taylor, we're gonna pick you up again. We just let you out. Nothing wrong. I just want to go for a swim. Motherfuckers, they put him inside of a goddamn Hannibal Lecter straitjacket. And it was hilarious. Me and the guy gave him a little fist bump saying, I'll see you on the other side, man. And off they go. Never saw a guy again, but that was just fun as all can be. Alright, back to Uber.
Okay, proceed.
Let's see, which one should I go for this story? The Power Rangers. I picked up racially accurate Gen 1 Power Rangers. Correction, Blue Ranger with black. That's the only difference. But it was hilarious. It was glorious. Halloween is amazing. They are all going at it. I remember that because the fact that we're just about racially accurate, which is racist in itself, but still, they had a great time. And Pink Ranger wore a skin tight version, and when she got out of my goddamn Impala, I got a full view of that ass. Oh my god, that was a G-string if I ever saw one. Whoop, rat to hoo. Oh man. Let's see, what other stories do I got? Give me a minute. Oh, this is more of a feel-good story. So, I'm having a bad day. It started off rough. And I said, you know what? It's been a slow day. I'm going to take my chance at the airport. Airport, it can be a gold mine. It can give you the best ride, or it can give you the worst ride. Worst ride being a 2-minute ride down the road with a bunch of boxes. Waste of money for me. But this one, from Norfolk to Outer Banks. And, well, I got a message. What was he trying to figure out what it said? So, me and this guy, he orders a Uber XL, which is again my Tahoe. And I'm thinking, okay, full boat. We'll have a bunch of people here. That'd be a nice, interesting ride. It's one guy. One guy. And his one bag. And I'm like, you know this is Uber XL, right? Yeah, one extra leg room. Fair enough. Me and this guy have a nice conversation the entire way, talking about my dad in the police force, my time at the Navy. I'm telling him story after story, and like I said, I have countless ones of just everything. But we've passed the Gravedigger Museum. We passed Wright Brothers Field. Wright Brothers Field became very very memorable for me and my wife. That's pretty much where we announced her pregnancy. I'm happy to be happy dad soon. So, you get out there, drop them off. It's a $150 tip, and they're gonna give me $100 extra as a tip. I was very happy. The ride back though was horrifying. So I went offline at that point because I made my happy quota. I was tired. It was night out, and I have to drive it all the way back. I have to pull over 4 times. Not because of fuel, not because of traffic, not because of a goddamn Yeti. Locusts. I am driving through, and the locusts are so thick, they cover my headlights and windshield. Windshield, I have the bug was removing spray again in my tank, so I'm like, okay, that's good. But the headlights, I couldn't do without. When they became so dim, I mean, even my fucking fog lights, they were good ones at times. They weren't the LED ones yet, but they were still good fog lights. Were caked over with bug. I had to use my shirt, which I then burned, because for added effect, to wipe them off. Took it off, put it on the floor, pull over again, wipe it off, drive on, wipe it off, multiple times. That was annoying, but it made for a good trip. Now for another sad one. I was picking up a lady from the airport. She said her son had gotten shot. Innocent bystander. I don't remember any shootings nearby, so I'm not going to recount anything. But me and her going at it, and just talking back and forth, and I'm making her feel relaxed, taking her mind off things, and then we get cut off by this motherfucker in a Challenger. I mean, like, I had to stomp the brakes and just hard power to the right. That one was, I had to apologize, like, I'm so sorry this happened. There's actually a video of it on YouTube already, on my channel. And she's fine. She said the guy was a fucking asshole. She said something to like there. We went on our way, but she was very, very happy with the entire ride. I made her feel relaxed, so that was a benefit. Let's see. Oh, then I had picked up the people down by the battleship who were on their way home. They got stuck there and it ruined their entire night because his fiance found out he was cheating and dumped him right there, and he was drunk and upset and jumped off the building. Suicide. He's dead, so I was sad. But he did it to himself twice, so I'm not. You can't blame the fiance. The guy was an asshole if he cheated. Even more so because I don't condone suicide. I think it's the most selfish thing in the world. But yeah, that was just a whole event on that one. Let's see, other interesting stories. Give me a minute. I'm going to think of some. I can't remember which ones are which now. Okay, I remember another one now. It wasn't that long ago, you can tell by the video. But the lesbian mothers. I was getting tips and tricks from 5 middle-aged women who were telling me all the best ways to please a woman. And I'm taking notes. They were openly sexual, and I was enjoying. They were telling me about the best way to eat a girl out, best way to where to put my fingers, where to rub. And I'm like, holy shit, lesbians know where it's at. I won't say anything more on that one. That was glorious. Let's see. Oh, New Year's. New Year's was one of my can be one of my best nights. But I had these two very refined people. Like they were much older than me, like in their 70s, I'd say, 60s, 70s. And they were out drinking for New Year's. And I do my customary, because after that vomit, the thing that puke in the back, I make sure to get vomit bags. Because they save cars. And all of a sudden, I'm like, so if you guys feel sick or anything, let me know, I'll give you a vomit bag. Oh, we were an out party, we won't need that. 10 minutes into the 30-minute trip, hey, let me get one of those vomit bags. His wife was now puking in the back. Red wine, purple wine. That's funny on its own. She mostly got it in the bag. A little bit of a spittle just fell off, which I had Lysol wipes, so I cleaned that up. No issue there. Man, that was excuse me. That was interesting. Let's see what other story do I got. Oh my god, memory's all on the fly, so if I'm taking a bit to remember, I apologize. Oh. This one fucking sucks. So, I'm picking up this happy couple. I assume happy couple from a very nice Italian-looking restaurant. They're all laughing and giggly, holding hands, a little kiss here and there. I drop him off first. I was about to leave, he says to her, I think we should see other people, and closes the door and leaves. And at that point, the entire truck is quiet. She's crying her eyes out a little bit, and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm giving you a 1 star on this. Look at the app, Sharon. Fuck, I can't give a 1 star. This poor girl's got fucked over. Fuck that guy. That one was sad. I am talking with her the entire way. I'm trying to make her feel better. Give her a bottle of water, and I always keep them available. Drop her off, and that was just... I felt bad. She tipped well, but I wouldn't care if she didn't tip. That motherfucker doesn't deserve. And she was good looking too. I don't know what the fuck that was about though. That was just like uncalled for. Then I had the most violent altercation in my car. This was in the Tahoe again. Tahoe with all the interesting memories. And that one, guy and girl again. I think it's like their prom night. And all of a sudden, the guy, he passes out. She's on her phone, and he's asleep holding his phone apparently. All of a sudden, he gets a message. He doesn't wake up for it, but she sees the screen. Apparently, it's from his other boo. She beats his ass in the car, and I'm dodging a few things heading my way. Again, Tahoe, so a good amount of room, but she's flailing and he's pushing. Eventually, like, hey, ma'am, you front seat, you back of the bus. I called him damn Tahoe a bus. It fucking was. But he sat back there and she's yelling at him like, ma'am, I know this guy's a fucking asshole right now. I know that you were gonna beat his ass the minute we come to a wait stop. But please contain your rage until we get away from all this. She looks at me and says, okay, thank you. Again, once I drop you off, I close out this app right here, you can beat him to within an inch of his life. I will give 2 shits. Oh, you bet I will. You bet I will. And the guy's back there saying, come on, we can't leave me alone with this. You dug your own grave. I have no sympathy for cheaters. And keep in mind, the Tahoe, it's 2 back doors and a lifting back gate. He's in the 3rd row. He has to climb over his seats for him to get out. He doing overdriving. Yeah, got them out of the car. I let him out. He shoulder checks me. I'm like, you can check me. I'm not gonna say anything because I know you're about to get your ass whooped the minute I unleash little Miss Tiger over there. She laughed at that. I got another good tip on that comment alone. One of the reviews is help me whoop my ex-boyfriend out of shape. Something along those lines. I don't remember anymore. I'll have to look at my old reviews. But that was glorious. I was running away. She takes a high heel, beats him across the head, and I'm like, get him. Get him. So that was a fun one. Let's see. Let's see what other stories I got here. Oh yeah, Little Miss Lost. Picked up a fellow sailor from Norfolk, brought her out to someplace out in Virginia Beach. This is a multi-part trip. On the way back, she says, I want to get McDonald's. She just has to go through the app for McDonald's. She picks the one that's backwards from whence we came. And she's like, yeah, I really want this food right now. I want this McDonald's. Yeah, we should go into the one near the base. I'm like, yeah, too late now. We're only 2 minutes away from you from there. We get there and it's fucking closed. I don't mean like closed. I mean it's no longer a McDonald's. It's a hair salon. But you can still see where McDonald's was on the wall. I'm laughing. She's embarrassed but laughing. And we drove all the way back to the base. She never got a McDonald's, but that was just hilarious to see. Then I had a very interesting rider. She wanted to get Wendy's. This lady I do not want to let ride again because she was. I'm not sure if she was stone drunk or just mentally not all the way there, but her case, she was asking the Wendy's guy 8 different questions about a burger and changed something else. They asked, like, we were at that window for like 20 minutes making orders, and eventually I was about to leave. Oh wait, one other medium fry. I'm like, girl, you are a skinny little thing. You cannot eat enough food for 8 people. But I don't say that out loud. You tell the guy, hey, I got one more thing this girl wants. And the guy says, here, just take it. We don't care. He was done with her, too. I was done with her. I dropped her off. And I kind of just like, ugh, I need a drink. And I don't even drink. So, then I had some very rude ladies. Well, girls. They were definitely not older than 18. But, pick them up, no masks. Uber requires a mask. I have a pregnant wife at home. I wear a mask. Ask them first, do you have your shots? No, we don't need that shit. Okay, well, unfortunately you have to have masks. We don't have them. Well, I have 2 right here for you. One girl puts it around her chin, the other one doesn't even bother wearing it. And they are rude. I mean, like, I don't even want to talk to them. Gave them a once. It's one of those rare things where I give someone a nasty review. I gave her a 2-star review. Her friend was just a straight up asshole. I mean, and then I marked him as not wearing a mask. Now, if you don't wear a mask in a Uber and you get flagged for it, you have to take a picture from that point forward of you wearing a mask prior to the ride. I'm not sure if it was her account or her mom's account, but someone's gonna be pissed off at that. Here we go. Tahoe again. Back for more stories. The last one was in the F-150, so it's a neat story. But Tahoe, show up on I'm gonna call it a crime scene. It's an apartment complex, and there's like 5 different patrol cars talking to a bunch of people. It's an Uber XL run. It's a money maker. I get there and oh man, the cop walks in and says, hey, who are you? I'm the Uber driver. I got called by a guy named Yada Yada. Oh, he's over there. Just hold on for a minute. These 6 people are getting questioned by the cops. I don't know what happened, I don't know what they did, but as we're leaving and they're finally loaded up after 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, about 10 minutes of them just talking, they roll the window scales, fuck the police. I'm like, oh, come on, I should kick you out on preference. But I waited here too long, now I don't feel like making the cops deal with you guys anymore. But that was I'm trying to make a simple conversation, just trying to keep them from just doing stupid shit. Drop them off, call all day. Then I had the one girl. It's just a interesting set of events. So, little white chick, glasses, looks like a librarian, like Teacher's Pet kind of looking girl. And I'm bringing her home from Family Dollar, where she works. I'm calling Family. I don't remember what store it was. It was like some dollar store place. Maybe it might even be Family Dollar. So we start driving home, and there's a railroad track, and the gates just go down. We're there waiting for 10 minutes while the slow ass train goes in front of me. And then all of a sudden, we're like, okay, it's the end of the train. Finally, the gates don't go up. Or what's going on? Another train, opposite direction, starts going. We're there for 14 minutes. That's why I timed it, because me and her had contest that one. Like, okay, that's the last train. Gates aren't going up. No! The first train is now backing up. We spent 30 to 40 minutes waiting there for these trains to go by. I lost out on at least 3 different runs that canceled on me. That was a really annoying one. Just it was like she gave me a good review because I made it comical for her. Just the absurdity of it all. Another fun one was just a simple run. A guy who I served with in Bahrain. I picked him and his friends up in the Tahoe, which I picked him up from the airport in when he first arrived in Bahrain. That was hilarious. He recognized the car like me. We were just having a laugh. He's drunk off his ass, so that was a nice little talk there. But let's see. I'm thinking of 8 more stories. I think that's pretty much it right now. Let's see that. I think that's pretty much it. Other than giving sage advice to people who I'm driving, but other than that, though, yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the little tales of Uber and Duty Driver. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.